with the Dundalk manager Stephen Kenny. Stephen, FAI Cup final, Cork City v Dundalk. What sort of things come into your head when you hear those words?
Well, it's something that you should never take for granted. To get to an FAI Cup final, it's a big honour. You know, it's a privilege really, and you know, I think the players. There's a lot of great players in the league who've never played in an FAI Cup final, never won one. So the players get an opportunity to go to the Aviva Stadium to play in the final. They dream about it, and it's a great opportunity to try and win the cup.
Yeah, I've spoken to a number of your players here today, and everyone has mentioned a double and wanting to do a double and do it for the first time since 2015. What would it mean to you as the manager if your players were to go and win the cup on Sunday, which would lead to a double?
Yeah, because a lot of the players, like say the players that have come in, Jamie McGrath, Michael Duffy, Dylan Connolly, Sean Howard, Daniel Cleary, Ronan Murray, Dean Jarvis, Stephen Folan, Carlos Chivdoukas, Ross Tracy, all of those players, that was their first league win last week. You know, people see, you know, they've come in the last year and a half, sorry, last 2 seasons, you know, between a lot of them, and that's their first, a lot of them is their first trophy, and it's their first league win, and so for them coming to the Aviva, it's their first, you know, the first opportunity to win the cup. I think Patrick Hoban, he's never played in the Aviva, so he's had an amazing season and he's never played there, so he's anxious to get there. So for a few of the players who've been lucky enough to win 4 leagues here over the last couple of seasons, they're going for the double. You know, they've experienced it and they want it, and it's a magnificent feeling to do it, and to do that again would be special. You know, so we'll try. You
mentioned Patrick Hoban there playing the Aviva, Stephen. Will he be playing on Sunday, and how's his foot injury?
Yeah, he got a bad, came down very awkwardly on his ankle. It's not ideal, you know, it's a tough one. A lot of swelling, but you know, the final's the final, and he's going to want it. He's never played there. It's his ambition to get there. He'll do everything he can to. He hasn't trained obviously this week, so but he'll want to get there.
Yeah, we're speaking on Tuesday. How late in the week are you going to leave it to see if he can train? And you know, I'm sure your medical team are working very hard to make sure he is fit, because he's been the top scorer in the league, and clearly you want him in your team come kind of 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Yeah,
we'll probably leave it till Saturday and make a decision and see how he is.
And if he's available, great. If he's not, you have Georgie Kelly, Ronan Murray, Patrick McElhenney, other options. So it's not the end of the world, but hopefully from your point of view he'll be fit. But the others are clearly top players as well.
Well, Georgie Kelly stands by to play. He's been come in mid-season, and he showed up very well for us. You know, scored a couple of goals, and he hasn't had the opportunity because Patrick Hoban has been so consistent. But he's a great hold of play as well, and physical presence, and knows where the goal is as well. So if Georgie Kelly comes in, we'd be delighted.
If Patrick wasn't chasing that record, would he have played less minutes in the closing weeks of the season, and would you maybe try to wrap him in cotton wool, or did you want to always keep your best team on the pitch to keep them kind of in tune week after week leading into this final?
I think with Pat, he's better playing matches because he's had a period where he was out injured for a few years, and to keep that level of sharpness up, I think consistently playing 1 match a week at least was brought out the best in him, you know. And I think we wanted to continue to be in good. We didn't want to have a couple of defeats after we won the league and then go into a final on the back of a couple of defeats. We wanted to maintain a level of performance and win all our matches, and we won them all bar we drew the weekend. But certainly, that's the way I see it.
For you, you know, you've had so many big games as the manager of this football club. Have you written your team talk yet for Saturday, Sunday, and how do you keep the message fresh for the players, given a lot of them have been with you for all the time you've been here, and there's others who you said are new, but so many big matches to try and make the kind of last speech for them to get them ready for action, even though I'm sure they're very much motivated themselves as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair comment, all right. You know, I think, you know, you can't dismiss, you know, you have to, you know, I can't dismiss that. And, you know, you've got to think about that, think carefully about it. And I think the key really is the players' inner motivation individually for what they want out of their career, what they want out of life. you know, you don't make the sacrifices you make to have sorted that. You don't want to do that and be anyway mediocre. You want to push on and achieve extraordinary things. I think that's very important, and I think every individual wants to achieve extraordinary things, and collectively as a team they want to achieve it. And winning the double this season would be extraordinary, and that's the motivation. I'm
sure you've been briefed on the Cork media yesterday, and John Caulfield saying that he felt that you'd signed too many players that you didn't need, and that you were trying to do a Rosenborg. What did you make of those comments?
Yeah, listen, we signed a lot of young Irish players who want to get better. Our squad's not that big. There won't be too many players left out of the squad, for example. You know, I think same size squad as most teams, and I think you know, I think the players have done terrific, and I'm very proud of them, really. And you know, anyone else's opinions are irrelevant, really. You know, we're very focused on the match itself.
Because there's just been, you know, on a final point, spoke to Sean Gannon and Dane Massey about winning the league so brilliantly this year, but yet the cup final is still on the line on Sunday, and if they were to lose the cup final, their abiding memory of the last couple of weeks would be losing the final, having won a brilliant league. But if your team can win the match, it would just be the most amazing season ever. Just sum up your kind of feelings on that. You've already won the league, but the cup is still in the balance, and it's of course on the day, and the last three finals have proved that they've been so tight. This one might not be any different.
Yeah, I was the manager of sort of Derry when we played, say 2008, where we lost the final on penalties to Bohemians, a 2-2 draw, and in 2006 we won 4-3 against St Patrick's. You know, we beat St Pat's 4-3, so there's 11 goals in those two matches. The last three games at Cork here have been
0.
Well, yeah, after 90 minutes the 4 goals have been scored in extra time, so it's so they've not been sort of the 4-3, 3-2 classics. They've been tight tactical affairs, you know, in terms of, but it's our opinion it's our intention to sort of take the game, you know, to try and control it on Sunday and go and win it. And we want to get a lot of good attacking players in really good form. You know, Michael Duffy's been brilliant this season. Patrick McElhinney's really looking good now. Patrick Hoban's 29 goals, and John Mountney got a couple of goals last week. Jamie McGrath's really coming into his own now at the moment. Ronan Murray as well, doing really well the last few weeks. So a lot of good attacking players playing well, and Dylan, of course, Dylan Conley. So we want them to go and try and play well on Sunday and try and bring the cup back to Dundalk.
Stephen Kenny, thanks a million. Best of luck.
Thank you.